Hi, this is Travis Shaw with the Virginia Piedmont Heritage Area, coming to you again from the historic village of St. Louis. In our last video, not only did you get to see me attacked by a cicada, but we did get a chance to explore some of the early history of St. Louis, as well as the history and role that the church played as one of the pillars of the African American community here in St. Louis. Well, one of the other important pillars is going to be the school system. Education was a priority, especially for the formerly enslaved residents in the wake of emancipation. And so in the years immediately following the Civil War, the Freedmen's Bureau is going to establish a number of schools here in Loudoun County to serve the African American population. They're going to have schools in Leesburg, Lovettsville, Lincoln, Waterford, and in Middleburg. And for many years, the Middleburg School is going to be the only option for African Americans in southern Loudoun County. After the end of Reconstruction, however, the role is going to be filled by the St. Louis Colored School, which is established in the 1870s, and it's going to be established in this building directly behind me off of Hamlin School Lane. Now, this building is now a private residence, so please respect the privacy of the residents here. But this building was built as a one-room schoolhouse, and this one-room school is going to serve the entire black community in the St. Louis area, as well as much of the surrounding countryside. Into the early 20th century, there are going to be upwards of 40, 50, 60 students at a time learning in this single-room schoolhouse. Now, by the 1920s, 1930s, overcrowding has become a tremendous problem. So the community is going to kind of look for other options. They're going to send some of the older students out to private homes or private businesses. McKay's store, one of the general stores here in the community, is going to serve as kind of a satellite campus for the school here. But by the 1940s, the problem has really kind of reached a critical point. And so in 1948, a new school is constructed to serve not just St. Louis, but the entire African American community here in southern Loudoun County. The school was opened in 1948, and it is going to take the name of Benjamin Banneker, this famous 18th century African American scientist and philosopher. The Banneker School is not, as I said, just going to serve St. Louis. It is going to serve the entire African American community as far as Middleburg and much of the surrounding area. Unlike this school, it has 6 classrooms rather than just 1, so it is actually built to kind of fulfill this capacity. With the integration of schools in the 1950s and 60s, it will take on the name of Banneker Elementary School, and it still stands and still continues to serve the local community as the local elementary school to this day. Now, in our next stop, we are going to explore one of the ongoing traditions of the St. Louis community. But before we go, I do want to point out that if you'd like to learn more about the history of the African American schools here in Loudoun County, particularly during the era of segregation, we'd like to recommend that you visit the Edwin Washington Project online. It's a tremendous project that a number of Loudoun County historians have worked on, that really goes in depth in documenting the experiences of African American students and teachers in the era of Jim Crow segregation. So really fantastic project, a lot of information there. We highly recommend you check it out. Again, that is the Edwin Washington Project. You can find them online. Thank you very much, and I hope you'll join me at my next stop.